Hey everybody, how's it going today? Joe Bodone here, internet entrepreneur and video blogger. Today I want to talk to everybody about a little concept called opportunity. Now, it might sound a little bizarre, but until this morning I didn't quite understand the concept of opportunity. I mean, I thought I did. It seems like a fairly simple concept, but, a lot of the reading I've done and some of the course I've taken and almost every mentor that I've relied on has talked about the law of attraction and attracting opportunity into your life. Until this morning, I did not understand what was actually meant by that. So I hope that, my hope is that I can articulate myself in a way that makes everybody understand what I'm talking about here. Now, the lesson I learned this morning didn't really teach me. I mean, obviously everyone knows that opportunities present themselves. It's more like, it's not like if you have a different mindset, more opportunities come your way. I think just as many opportunities come your way no matter what. The law of attraction, in my opinion, and the way I think I understand it this morning was, it's more or less your eyes are aware, your eyes are open, and you have this awareness, and you're constantly, looking for opportunity to enhance your business or better yourself or better your life. You're looking for little opportunities to make more money or to meet new people or, try out a new hobby, whatever it is, these opportunities are constantly bombarding you. And, if you're not aware to recognize them, it's difficult to find these opportunities. And, so a concept I can use is, think about the dating scene, okay? So no matter, what type of dating you're into, typically, you encounter a mate, it's like, when I was in college, I had so many interactions with different women. This is way before I met my wife, so I guess I'm free to talk about this kind of stuff. But, I had a lot of interactions in college, and I was a shy, timid, nerdy kind of guy, and I passed up a lot of opportunities because even though I would interact with a woman and the interaction would go well, and deep down inside, there was something in my mind saying, "Whoa, yeah, she's into you. You need to act on this." But I never took that opportunity. I never actually acted on it to the point where I became numb to it, and like these interactions would happen, and I was just like but I wasn't oblivious, but I was almost oblivious to it. And my buddy's like, "What's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you? Come on, get with the program here." And it actually really hurt my self-esteem because I really started thinking that something might have been wrong with me. And when it came down to it, I didn't know how to recognize opportunities. So obviously, fast forward, 15 years later, and, I'm married to a wonderful woman. And so obviously I worked that aspect of my life out. However, I still never really figured out opportunity. Realistically, I fell under a lucky star to meet Lauren, and I'm grateful I did. But opportunity, till this morning, I didn't quite understand. So, without wasting too much time, let me just get into this. So, I work a regular 9-to-5. I work in the automotive industry, and, there's a gentleman who works there who's, I interact with him, throughout the years. He works in a different building, so he comes over to our building and uses some of our equipment from time to time. And, I've talked to him over the years, and, I'm an amateur guitar player. I mean, on the side, I actually haven't played in several months. I used to take lessons. I was starting to get kind of good, but I kind of it's one of those things I stopped developing. And, if I ever free up some time, it's something I want to get back into for sure, and, it's something I definitely am still interested in. Anyway, so this guy starts talking to me. He says, "Hey, so me and my buddies bought a studio." I'm like, "What do you mean you bought a studio?" He's like, "Well, we have an old warehouse." And he's like, this guy has background in filmography and recording. And, he's like, "If you ever want to come out and, jam with us, we'll put it on recording, and we'll record it and stuff like that." I was like, I don't really play it that often. I'm not really into it. And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "But, he's like, we don't care." He's like, "We're just trying to inspire, people that have artistic talent. So, whatever it is, we have all this video equipment." He's like, "I know how to edit it all." And he's like, and I was like, "Well, speaking of that, I started a YouTube channel." He's like, "Oh, you did? Really?" He's like, "Oh," he's like, he's like, "I can help you edit it. I can give you professional film." And this guy's willing to not only do some of the work for me to make my videos more professional, but he's also willing to do it for free, and he's willing to help me do it. I mean, the shtick is he can only do it on Saturdays, and it's an hour and a half away. But realistically, I could come up there, I could bring my little whiteboard with me, and I could grind out 25 videos on a Saturday. I'd be there all day. It would be a lot of hard work, but all of a sudden it was like, the wheels just started spinning, and I started thinking, I started thinking about some of the stories I've read of successful entrepreneurs, and, that's how it starts, with a very organic experience like that. And it's like, I wanted to follow that lead, and, it might lead to nothing, but, I got the guy's phone number, and he gave me the address of the studio, and, he's like, yeah. And then later on, I started talking to him more about playing guitar, and, so, I mean, I'll bring my guitar out there, we might jam for a little bit, I'll put the guitar down, and, I'll bust out, 10, 15 YouTube videos, and, have them professionally edited, and, that'll increase the look of my page. And, from there, it's like, oh, well, if I'm able to find that and be able to get, a professional looking video, then what other opportunities are out there? I mean, I'm sure going to a mastermind group, I might be able to find an opportunity where there's somebody that knows how to market. I might be able to go to a mastermind group and find out somebody that knows a way to create new content. So, I mean, whatever it is, you got to constantly have your eyes open, not only for business opportunities, but opportunities with meeting new people, opportunities with, fun, exciting activities. I guess another example, I mean, when I was younger, spring break, my senior year of high school, we went down to the Bahamas, and our hotel we were staying at gave us free scuba lessons in the pool, right? And so I took the free scuba lesson, and I enjoyed it. And the instructor was like, well, now you guys did a lesson, if you want, for $70, we'll take you on a beginner dive out in the ocean. And I was like, yep, sign me up. You don't always have those kind of opportunities. So, I mean, when those opportunities present themselves, you got to have that instinct to just jump on them. And to me, that's what I think they mean by attracting opportunity, because this gentleman at work that I interacted with today, I've interacted with him, I've been there for 7 years. I've been interacting with this guy for a long time. And, like I said, we usually talk about music. Sometimes we talk about work. Sometimes we just talk about regular life, And this is the first time I was like, well, wait a minute. This guy has a resource that can be valuable to me, and he offered it to me. It wasn't like I asked. He offered it to me. So, obviously, not everything's as good. Things aren't always things sometimes can be too good to be true. But, it would be foolish of me not to follow this lead. It would be foolish of me not to, set up a time to go to this studio and try it out. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? Nothing's the worst that's going to happen. And most likely, I'd probably include him. If he becomes one of my business partners, we could build this thing together. And it's like, that's how that type of stuff grows. And that's how that type of stuff starts. And like I said, it could be a dead end, but maybe it's not. And it's just it was just a valuable lesson in opportunity. And so I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys out there. Thanks again for watching.